The 2016 Mercedes-Benz GLC-Class. Now 7 years old, the Mercedes-Benz GLK is getting ready to retire as the brand's successful compact crossover and make way for the new GLC. The Mercedes-Benz GLK-Class may have sparked the current small premium crossover trend, but it's time to say goodbye to this outdated model. As expected, Mercedes is replacing the GLK with an all-new compact crossover wearing the GLC-Class name, and that vehicle was finally revealed for the first time today. Looking to create more continuity in its lineup, Mercedes-Benz is rebranding many of its products to align platforms with the compact C-Class and GLC-Class, now more easily assimilated by name. Unlike other renamed vehicles like the GLS and SLC, though, the newly named GLC-Class is a complete redesign offering a more modern look with added comfort and advanced technology. With the new 2015 Mercedes-Benz GLA-Class in place, the GLC-Class, just like the C-Class, was given some breathing room to grow a little since it is no longer the entry-level crossover of the CUV/SUV lineup, and this will show both in terms of its size and its price. When the 2016 Mercedes GLC-Class goes on sale in the US this November, it will be larger, smarter and prettier than the current 2013 Mercedes-Benz GLK, which should bode well for this model in an ever-growing segment. Launched in the US for the 2010 model year, the luxury crossover quickly became a sales success for Mercedes in the US as deliveries continued to grow for 5 years in a row. In 2013, GLK annual sales surpassed the 30,000 unit mark, and hit 35,000 in 2014. With stiff competition from both BMW and Audi, Mercedes needs to take these numbers even higher and hopes the GLC will do just that. Will the new crossover have what it takes to push Mercedes up the ladder in this tough niche here in the States? We won't find out until the GLC class hits the road later this year. Updated the 2nd of November 2015, the new Mercedes GLC went into production at the company's plant in Beijing, China. Continue reading to find out more about the 2016 Mercedes-Benz GLC class. Exterior. Rather than looking anything like the current GLK, the all-new GLC class actually looks like a smaller version of the recently introduced GLE class. Rather than looking anything like the current GLK, the all-new 2016 Mercedes GLC class actually looks like a smaller version of the recently introduced 2016 Mercedes-Benz GLE class. This means that while some will miss the GLK's rugged-looking, SUV-like design, the GLC has more of an elegant and modern design that is also more aerodynamic. Even though the design skews more toward crossover, Mercedes promises that the new GLC is still able to do a little off-roading with approach and departure angles of 28 degrees on both rear and all-wheel drive models. Side-by-side comparison. Interior. The GLC now affords more space for occupants, including an extra 2.2 inches of rear seat space. This might be where the 2016 Mercedes GLC class is the most distinguishable from the current GLK. Like the exterior design, the inside of the GLC class has a very familiar layout as other current Mercedes crossovers and SUVs. This includes the sporty, 3-spoke steering wheel and the wide, angled center stack with a big infotainment display screen sitting on top. Thanks to a wheelbase that has been stretched by 4.6 inches, the interior of the GLC now affords more space for occupants, including an extra 2.2 inches of rear seat space. The bigger dimensions also helped open up precious cargo space, with the new GLC now boasting 20.5 cubic feet of cargo space with the rear seats in place and up to 56.5 cubic feet with the rear seats folded flat, although Mercedes points out these dimensions are for European models and not say figures. Drivetrain. Despite its larger footprint, the new GLC weighed 176 pounds less than the GLK. At launch, the US-spec 2016 GLC class will launch with just one engine, the 2.0-liter turbocharged inline-4 with preliminary output rated at 241 horsepower and 273 pound-feet of torque. This engine will be used in the GLC 300 and the GLC 304 MATIC paired with the 9-speed 9G Tronic automatic transmission, but Mercedes is already promising more drivetrain options under the hood for down the road. Looking at the closely related C-Class lineup, our best guess would be a GLC 400 using a 3.0-liter twin-turbo V6 GLC 250 Bluetech diesel model and, fingers crossed, some sort of AMG-tuned model. Despite its larger footprint, the new GLC weighed 176 pounds less than the GLK thanks to the extensive use of aluminum and high-strength steel. In Europe, the GLC-Class will be available as the gas-powered GLC 250 211 horsepower, 155 kilowatts, diesel-powered GLC 220D 170 horsepower, 125 kilowatts, and GLC 250D 204 horsepower, 150 kilowatts, and the GLC 350E plug-in hybrid 327 horsepower, 240 kilowatts. Unlike the European models that come standard with Mercedes' 4MATIC all-wheel drive system, the US versions will come standard with a rear drive layout offering all-wheel drive as an option. Drivetrain specifications. Prices. Competitors. Audi Q5. The GLK and the Q5 arrived on the market at about the same time, and the two have been at war ever since. Choosing between the two was pretty difficult, as each was unique in its own way. While the Q5 was the more elegant crossover of the two, the GLK looked more like an SUV. This changed with the GLC, which matches the Q5's sporty elegance. On the American market, the Q5 is offered with a choice of 3 engines. The base Q5 features a 2.0-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder that delivers 220 horsepower. Next up is the 3.0 TDI model, which makes use of a 3.0-liter turbo diesel V6 that produces 240 horsepower and 428 pound-feet of torque. Capping off the lineup, sans the SQ5, is a 3.0-liter V6 engine with a supercharger that cranks out 272 horsepower and 295 pound-feet of torque. The Q5 retails from $39,300. Read more about the Audi Q5 in our detailed review here. BMW X3. A model with a longer tradition on the market, the X3 received a mild visual upgrade for the 2015 model year, consisting of new bumpers, a revised kidney grille, and new wheel designs. The refreshed interior is more refined than its predecessor and features new upholstery designs, but it would still look dated next to the GLC's C-Class inspired cabin. Under its hood, the revised X3 retained the usual engine lineup, which includes a 2.0-liter, 4-cylinder that delivers 240 horsepower and 260 pound-feet of torque, and a 3.0-liter inline-6 with an output of 300 horses and 300 pound-feet. New for the US is the 2.0-liter turbo diesel in the xDrive 28D trim. The oil burner churns 180 horsepower and 280 pound-feet of twist. Pricing for the X3 starts from $38,500. Read more about the 2015 BMW X3 in our full review here. Lexus NX. Launched for the 2015 model year as the brand's first compact crossover, the NX is the newest vehicle looking to make it in this niche. What sets it apart from the GLC, X3, and Q5 is its bold exterior design combining a massive spindle grille with skinny headlamps, and bumpers that occupy more than half the height of the fascia. If Batman would be on the market for a crossover, the NX would definitely be his best choice. Although new to the market, the NX seems to have what it takes to tackle the Germans on the inside. Sure, the center console might be a bit too cluttered for some customers, but the overall design and the large amount of creature comforts make it a strong competitor for the GLC. Motivation is provided by an 2.0-liter turbo 4 with 235 horsepower and a hybrid drivetrain that pumps out a total of 194 horses. Prices start from $34,480 for the base model. Find out more about the Lexus NX in our review here. Conclusion. The 2016 Mercedes GLC-Class definitely has some big shoes to fill once it arrive in showrooms, but judging by the details released so far, this compact luxury crossover will be up to the challenge. Just based on this early information and images, the exterior design is a significant improvement over the GLK and the interior is a huge step forward in terms of comfort, luxury and tech, which means that the new GLC will likely continue to be a segment leader. Love its sportier, more elegant design, larger, more luxurious interior inspired by the C-Class sleeker body. New engine should result in improved fuel economy. Leave it loses its unique, boxy design, crowded segment launching with just one engine. Updated history. Updated September 22, 2015, we've added a series of new photos we took at the 2015 Frankfurt Motor Show. Find them in the Pictures tab. Updated 4 August 2015, Mercedes announced prices for the 2016 GLC, which will arrive in dealerships in November 2015. Prices will start from $38,950 for the 2WD version and $40,950 for the 4MATIC1. Updated June 17, 2015, Mercedes unveiled the official details on the new GLC, a model that will arrive at US dealerships in November 2015. Updated June 16, 2015, with just one day before the SUV's official debut. Mercedes dropped a new teaser video for the upcoming GLC. Enjoy! Updated 12 June 2015, Mercedes confirmed that the new GLC will be unveiled on June 17 at 3 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time. A first official sketch was also unveiled. Check it out after the jump. Sketch. Spy shots. April 30, 2015, Mercedes GLC in latest stages of camouflage. September 5, 2014, Mercedes GLC starts losing camouflage. The prototype caught testing today by our spy photographers wears tons of camouflage, so it is a little difficult to see all of the features of the new GLC. It is pretty clear that the crossover will drop the current boxy style that made the GLK famous. It will adopt a more rounded shape, with elements inspired by the recently launched models, like the GLA-Class. From this it will most likely get the twin louver grille, the new hood with power domes and headlights with available LED daytime running lamps.
If you liked this video, please share your thoughts in the comments below and don't forget to hit the subscribe button.